All right, perfect. Good afternoon or good morning, depending where you are in the country. It's Keith Hawken here with Top Producer. Today we're going to talk about the CRM Buyer's Guide, right? What are some questions that you should be asking as you're out there? You need a CRM. You made that commitment. There's lots of options in the marketplace. What are some key questions you should be asking these companies before you make a commitment to them? So what we're going to do is that we're going to cover kind of the top 10 questions that we think you should be asking us. And if you're asking us, you should be asking others as well. So welcome, everyone. If you have questions, please feel free to post them in the chat. Be happy to answer them as we go through. So let's get started. The first thing is when we talk about CRM, what does CRM really stand for? And CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. And the key word in there for me is relationships. Look, I don't need to tell you, relationships are the lifeblood of a real estate business. They are what really a fundamental part of how you grow and how you be successful here. People buy from people they trust, and they're more in today's world. They're more likely to ask others about products and services than ever before. So this is all about relationship. But anyways, let's get started on the top 10 questions you should be asking any CRM company that you're looking at purchasing their product. First one is, what sort of support and service do they provide? Do they offer phone support, email support, live chat? Do they have support on weekends? What type of training do they provide? Overall, what level of service can you expect from them? Are they going to be there when you need them? And what we always like to say, for Top Producer, we have all those things. We offer phone support. We offer live chat. We offer email. We're available to you on weekends. And we're always there when you need us. And I think that's a really important part, because if you have a fantastic product, but there's no service or support or help, that puts you in a tough spot. So this should be the number one question in my mind, removing yourselves from getting caught up in feature, function, and more about what can you expect from that company? Are they going to be there when you need them? Next one. How long have they been in business? And how long have you been in business? This is a really important question. Longevity is really important. Is this a company that's stable? Are they going to be there? Is this a company you can trust your data with? That it's going to be available to you when you need it. At the end of the day, while we make it easy and simple to say, hey, we're shopping for a CRM, you're ultimately shopping for a partner that you're going to trust your entire book of business with. So how long they've been in business actually matters. Top Producer's been around since 1982. I myself have been with Top Producer since 2001, just almost 18 years. So, this is a really important question. There's lots and lots of different CRMs out there. But longevity, level of service, I think are really two fundamental questions you should be asking any company, because it will tell you what you can expect in the interactions, and are they someone you can rely on and trust with your business. How will you protect my data? I made the comment earlier that you're ultimately looking for a partner that that really is responsible for protecting your book of business. All those contacts and names and information that you put into your CRM. How do they protect you? How do they protect your data? I think this is a really important question. Probably doesn't get asked enough, right? How can I be sure that my data is going to be there when I need it and that no one can get access to it? I think this is a really important question. There's lots and lots of different things going on today. We hear about it, right? With all this different type of stuff with data leaks and this going down. How do you protect my data? What type of infrastructure do you have? Where is my data? I think these are some really, really important questions that you should be asking if you're out there shopping for a CRM. That's number 3. Number 4, can I take my data with me? I think this one is a real important question because you may not be shopping for a CRM. You may have been provided tools and technologies, whether it be from your broker, your franchise. You might be using third parties and wanting to go to another place. You know, at the end of the day, this is your book of business. If you were to leave that application and not continue with that application, can you take your data with you? I think that is a even more top of mind now ever than before, because you have your data in multiple tools and different applications. So can I take my data with me, I think, is a really important one. With Top Producer, your data is your data. And if you decide for whatever reason you're going to leave us, you can take your data with you, and we'll make it easy for you to do that. I think that's a really important question as well. And again, these are pretty the one thing I hope you're realizing, a lot of these have nothing to do with feature function. They're all just questions about doing business with that company. And are they ultimately someone that is there for you, that you can trust? It's not about what they do, how they do it. It's all about really the fundamentals of, are they a good company I can trust? What's included in the price? I think this one is becoming more and more relevant today, because there's a lot of features that are advertised. Then when you actually dig into it, you actually have to pay extra. A perfect example of this that I've noticed is there's lots of different CRMs that now offer texting. But when you actually start using those text features, you're actually getting charged, or you have limits, and then you have to pay. So understanding clearly that, hey, yes, it has this feature. Do I have to pay for that? What do I get? What are the extra costs? I think that's something you should be asking, because there's a lot more of this happening today than ever before, where there's a lot of extra costs. Even though ABC CRM might say they do something, is it actually included, or does it not get covered in the base subscription that you sign up for? So I can tell you at Top Producer, we are very upfront with what we include, and we don't charge extra for a lot of these things that some other companies may or may not. So something definitely to ask: is there any additional costs that are part of you using their CRM for some of the key features that you might want to use? So what's included in the price, I think, is something you should be asking today, because there's a lot of different models out there when you're shopping for a CRM. Number 6, do you integrate with third-party systems? I think this one is a really important one, because I kind of alluded a little bit earlier that, in today's world, you are using multiple applications and solutions every single day to operate your real estate business. You have your MLS, you might be using some sort of transaction management software, you might be using some contract management software, you might have a website, you might have lead systems, you might have, IDX, you might have all these different tools. Do they all work together? Do they integrate with each other to create a seamless and easy to use experience for yourself? So asking, if you're using ABC tools, how can I integrate those with my CRM? Because at the end of the day, your CRM should be the hub of everything. And can you connect all those things there? And like for real simple sake, we integrate Gmail, Outlook. We integrate with over 200 different lead sources. We integrate with a bunch of third parties. We also integrate with Zapier, which allows you to do all these things. So we are trying to be that hub for you and allow you to integrate all your tools into a single solution where you don't have to enter contacts in multiple places, where you might not have to do the same update in multiple systems. It's all seamless. So when you do action in one place, it updates somewhere else. So do they integrate with third-party systems? Are they integrated with tools that you might be using more often than not every single day in managing your business? Number 7, how will you help me stay top of mind and provide value? I think this is a really interesting question, and it should be something that you're asking is, I mentioned earlier, I've been with Top Producer for almost 20 years. The one thing I can kind of look back on over those 20 years is everyone comes to us with the same thing, which is, hey, Keith, I've got all these people. How does Top Producer help me stay in touch? How does Top Producer help me not lose customers? How does Top Producer help me provide value and stay top of mind? And I think that's always at the foundation for what a CRM is going to help you do, because if you put those things first, that's going to help you build relationships, right? You've got a variety of different people in different places in their life, in their home buying and selling journey. You have first-time home buyers. You've got people that are in their second home, third home. Now they're looking to retire. You've got people that are in different parts of their journey in their life, and that affects their real estate. And how can you stay top of mind and provide value for all those? I also think that you should ask about, one thing you should really look at is, what's the consumer experience like? It's one thing for you to say, hey, you know what, that's valuable. Does that recipient think it's valuable? Do they see value in what you're providing? It shouldn't always just be about what a vendor provides that we think is value. It's at the end of the day, do your consumers see value in it? And obviously, one of our biggest tools for us is obviously Market Snapshot, and helping you stay top of mind with something that's extremely valuable and relevant to your entire database, whether they're first-time home buyers or not. Maybe they're past clients, someone you just help buy and sell. Whatever it is, ask that question. How will you help me stay top of mind and provide value? Number 8, how will you help me build my database? So it's one thing for you to, join up with a new CRM, import all your contacts. But you can't just maintain those contacts that you have and just focus on those contacts you have. You always have to be generating new leads, acquiring new people to talk to, whether that be through the internet, through the portals, through open houses, offline marketing, wherever it is. How does that company help you build? How does it help you lead generate and help you add new people that you need to cultivate and nurture long term? So I think that's a really valid question. At Top Producer, we provide many different methods, from our website platform to landing pages, to Market Snapshot, and then of course, obviously staying in touch with your database, which is also a lead source. So number 8, how will you help me build my database? I think that's another really important question. It's one thing to maintain and stay in touch with the people you have. How do you get new people to talk to? And how will that vendor help you? Number 9, how do you help me know who to contact next? So I kind of alluded to this a little bit earlier, is, follow-up is kind of like the big action. And it's something that you have to have a system for. That's why you need a CRM, is you have all these people. How do you stay in touch with them? And we talked about providing value, and I talked a little bit about Market Snapshot. I also think that we've moved past the time of tasks. I don't know, all of you watching today, how much you enjoy logging into a system and seeing 100 tasks that you have to do today. I don't know how motivating that is, right? You probably look at that list and be like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to do this, right? So how does that system ultimately help you know who you need to be following up with? Who's falling through the cracks? One of the most used features for Top Producer is our follow-up coach, where we've taken something that is sometimes overwhelming and difficult and broken down into something that everyone can do. And the way the follow-up coach really works is every single day you log in, it tells you here's 5 people that you need to follow up with that you haven't followed up with. Could be that, hey, this is Claire's a past client. It's been 3 months. You should follow up and say hi. Maybe this is a new lead that you need to follow up with again. Maybe it's someone in your sphere that it's time to follow up with because it's been a long time. The one thing that you will find is that no one will ever fall through the cracks with Top Producer, because the one challenge that you all face is, I think I've never met a realtor or an agent who doesn't have good intentions when it comes to follow-up, but then you pull up your contact list and you have no idea where to start. And that's the one thing that we are really trying to solve for you, is how do we help you understand who you should be talking to, who's next, who haven't you talked to? And that's a big goal for us as a company, is how do we help you do that, and how do we make that easy for you so that you can get in, follow up with 5-10 people in 20 minutes and get on with your day. And if you did that every day, you're following up with hundreds of people a month with very little effort, and only good things can come from that. So number 9, how do you help me know who to contact next? The last one, and probably pretty basic one, but is your CRM mobile friendly? Look, you guys are on the go more. You don't work at a desk all day long. You're out showing homes, you're in meetings, you're going to listing presentations, you're driving around town, you're doing all these community events. I mean, you guys are very much in the field more often than not, and not at your desk. can you manage your business effectively through your mobile phone? I think this is a really big one. If you're doing this right, you're probably waking up every morning, doing whatever you can on your computer, and then the rest of the day you're just updating, doing activities on your phone, and updating your CRM. So is your CRM mobile friendly? Second part is it mobile friendly for you? But is it also, if you're using our website, our landing pages, Market Snapshot, if the consumer interacts with those methods on their mobile device, is it mobile optimized? So it's not just about is it mobile optimized for you, it's also mobile optimized for your consumer. So whatever you're providing them, whatever method they're interacting with you through, is it optimized for their mobile phone? I don't know about you guys, but I probably check my email more on my phone than I do my computer. So if you're going to send me a report on market conditions in my neighborhood, what does it look like on my phone? Can I actually look at it? I don't know if you guys know how well you really enjoy interacting with sites where you have to pinch and zoom. I don't like it, right? So that's not mobile optimized. So number 10, is it mobile friendly? And remember, look, at the end of the day, a good CRM is going to save you time. It's going to help you organize your client database and business. It's going to simplify your follow-up where, again, this is something that's easy. And it's ultimately going to help you build lifelong relationships. And if it does those things, you're going to have a really profitable business long-term. So I'm going to pause here before we wrap up and see if anyone has any questions for me about the content or any top producer related question. This is your chance. We're right on time. I kind of time myself to keep this quick because I do appreciate everyone taking time out of their day to come and spend 15, 20 minutes with me and us at Top Producer. What questions? I'm going to pause and see if there's any questions from the audience, and if not, we will wrap up. If you do have any questions about the content I've talked about today or any Top Producer related questions, you can always call us at the number or email us at learnmore@topproducer.com as well, and we'd be happy to help you. So I'll pause for a minute and see if any questions come in, and if not, we'll wrap up. All right, I don't see any questions, so what we're going to do, we'll wrap up today's Facebook Live. Thank you, everyone, and stay tuned for, we do these every Wednesday at 10 a.m., so stay tuned for next week's Facebook Live event, and everyone have a great afternoon. Thank you.